Somebody like me. Somebody like me is supposed to have a dream. Since 14 years old, I've been corrupted by these streets. 7 kids, they all gotta eat though, right? I swear I've seen so much pain it's hard to even sleep at night. This lifestyle just ain't right. I mean, can you blame me? Because at the time I didn't know right. But now with the knowledge, it's my fault if I don't grow. So I choose to grow. I choose to let my community and my people know that every day you choose not to live, you die slow. I'll be that road.
Yo, what it is, it's time for that Coach for the Street podcast. Back at you with another episode. You know, we back like we never left, back like we never slept. You know what I mean? We finna go on and dig into it. No jumper, departure with AD and T Rell. You know what I mean?
Adam lost the whole staff. Nigga, that meant something.
Yeah, well, we gotta say no jumper. Adam lost the whole staff. Everybody got their walking papers, got the hell on.
Well, I ain't gonna say everybody got their walking papers, cuz.
I'm talking about as far as everybody that was riding with AD.
And before we get into it, everybody watching this video, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell. Don't leave about the chat you've been served. That's just what's going on. Right back to the program. Anyway, we don't know what's really going on specifically, except what we hearing from the people that's involved, and that's AD, T Rell, Duno. It's another. I can't remember the other dude name. It's like 4 or 5 dudes.
About 4 or 5 of them, right?
Lush.
Yeah, I don't know all of the names. I just know like the key ones.
They had heard that they left the show.
Now,
this ain't,
I'm gonna go after the show.
I understand why it's in the spotlight like that, but I'm gonna say this because one thing that we don't know, that people may not realize, is these people brought themselves up in the game. You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, these people brought themselves up in the game, but at the same time, that platform built them up. It built their brand up. The person that
gave them an alley-oop.
They have a voice now. AD got a voice now. Like, what people don't realize, like, I didn't really watch, and I'm pretty sure when I say this, I'm saying this for a lot of people, not just me. But before T Rell, AD, Flacco, Sharp, etc., before all these dudes, I was only watching No Jumper when somebody was on there that I wanted to see the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he dropped something, I was not watching it. Only when he was interviewing people I was interested in listening to.
Yeah, their name had to really register for me to look at. No jumper.
AD, T Rell, Duno, Sharp. I'm not really on Lush all like that. But the ones I just named made me watch the show. T Rell dropped something on the show, I'm watching it. AD dropped something, I'm watching it. Sharp dropped something, people start supporting because of these new faces you brought that was able to maintain their own audience. They didn't even have to use your audience. They got their own audience. So I don't see it as a bad thing for them leaving because they got a platform now, and they platforms, all of them.
No, they
AD, they all doing super good.
I forgot what channel it's called. Community.
Community.
Yeah, community.
Yeah, I think that's AD
something. And community clips, I want to say.
And you got
Back on Fig.
Shout out to Back on Fig for sure. So for us, that's a real proud moment because we ain't seeing too many niggas that come from this side of the game, even in the game, podcasting with a big voice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean, how they said it, you know, they been seeing the signs, you know what I mean? But they were like what's homie name? I think T Rell was like he was trying to wait it out because you know he like shoot, he part of the foundation, but shit, if my nigga leave, I'm gone too.
loyalty, like that, just let
Yeah,
these niggas fuck with each other outside the camera. They got
close
bonds
relationship.
outside the camera, and it's bigger than just these niggas' platform because at this point they done learned how to build their own platform. So at this point, it's all really about loyalty because they not these niggas ain't born again journalists, nigga. These is gangbangers that ain't active, but they come from sets. These is real reputable niggas that's outside coming on this show. That brought the streets to YouTube. That brought the gang members and the gang bangers and the different sets watching No Jumper. Nigga, the Crips and the Bloods and the Vice Lords and the BDs and the GDs and all this other shit was not lined up watching them niggas, man. Watching No Jumper prior to
No,
AD and
because
T Rell and them.
can't nobody give you the culture. Like, there's no disrespect to anybody else. Can't nobody give you the culture like the ones that was outside.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So it's like it'll be pointless for me to hear somebody point of view that's not outside. You know what I mean? So when they came on it, of course everybody tuned in and like, oh shoot, the Fig Side boys on this thing. We thought we would never see these guys on a national podcast platform. We just know that it's a whole lot of rappers from Fig. You see what I'm saying? So I mean not YouTube, but No Jumper, they had, even though everybody done separated and everything like that, they still did their thing as a whole when they was together. You know what I mean? They kept the trap going.
They
But
did. And at the end of the day, I'm proud of all them niggas because what they come from. From
mm-hmm,
AD, T Rell, Sharp, because we know Sharp come from the game.
yeah,
We know AD and T Rell and them come from the street.
right. They
So
can get
who better for us to resonate with other than the people that live relative to how we did.
yeah. I mean that's what you want. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's like your typical young nigga. He not finna listen or watch nobody that haven't been in the trenches and speaking trench talk. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to them boys, man. I hate it, you know, everybody had to depart the way they did because, you know, folks was acting funny and people throwing subliminals, you know what I mean? I cut everything off. When the head of the body get to talking like that, oh, I delete
But at
all
the
these.
end of the day, you got to think about it, cuz. Like 16 Shot him said, he did an interview with Adam 22 and thought it was gonna go viral. But at the end of the day, 16 Shot him viewers from the streets. He got more of an urban following. Adam 22 ain't urban, so they ain't
Right.
tap in. Whereas if he go over here and do Julio Fulio, this shit finna go. You see what I'm saying? Like, that just showed you how relevant he is to the urban community. So when he brought ADT Rail and Duno and all these dudes over there that come from that, he's Mexican. You bring that whole culture over here to No Jumper now. T Rail from Hoover, AD from Lantana. All these niggas doing something sharp from the pimp culture. You bring in all this following to the channel. You dig? So at the end of the day, how could you get mad at them for shedding light on certain things and they starting to get attention for it? That's what I kind of feel like it really is. It's like he want to show his power. Now that you see these niggas starting to rise up, and that's why it's detrimental that niggas understand the importance of bossing up, because if you don't boss up, you will be forever the worker, and a nigga will remind you that nigga you the worker. And I
That's
feel like
fact.
that's what he was trying to do. I feel like Adam 22 was trying to remind these street niggas
That I cut your
that
water off.
y'all work for me. Y'all got a job because of me.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the first time that, he allegedly threw a curve at them boys, saying that he'll delete all episodes and all that. Okay, y'all boys you done got your face out there now. All you got to do is work the other one, like they doing now. When they went
Because
to,
everybody that fuck with them that went to No Jumper platform and watched these dudes, soon as they went and created a motherfucking channel,
yeah, they follow ASAP.
ASAP, they got a voice. They didn't need this nigga no more.
That's how it's supposed to be.
For what?
That's how it's supposed to be. That's when you know when a nigga bullshitting and
This
when a
is the
nigga
social
playing
media world. It's digital world nowadays where you don't need the rapper don't need the record label.
at
The
all.
comedian don't need the manager. The motherfucking
CEO,
you could do these things by yourself. So how many times you think you gonna son a nigga because you want a nigga to recognize that you the boss constantly? Like niggas didn't come into the equation understanding that this your platform, you run shit. But how long you gonna get to throwing that in niggas' faces? Because at the end of the day, these niggas didn't help your platform too. How about commending these niggas for that? Because you can't deny that. Because if it was wrong, if that statement was wrong, you wouldn't be looking at these niggas be successful. AD got like 3 channels. He got the food shit, he got the community shit, and then he got some other shit. T Rell got back on Fig, and then I think he got 2 channels.
he got 2 of them.
I think he got back on Fig and Fig Unity or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Adam opened the door for these niggas. You gotta appreciate them for the opportunity. At the end of the day, it's a new world far as entrepreneurship. So for Adam, any nigga that's in a boss position to constantly rub the position in other people's face that's around you, you gotta know after a while,
It's
niggas
gonna
gonna
come
get
to an
offended.
end.
Yes, niggas gonna get offended by that because at the end of the day, like I said, how many times did you really pat them on the back for being successful on your platform? Because you done brought a lot of niggas on your platform and they wasn't successful. These niggas sustained being characters on your platform that people came to see on the regular. You
I
can't knock
mean,
that.
you can't. All they can do, bro, like they already got their channels up and running. They were streaming. The streets were tuning in. It was a good thing that they was already working the other one while he's sitting there uh shaking the chessboard, knocking the, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
We want to play the game, but you shaking the chessboard there. Well, nigga, I'm gonna stop playing with you. I already got another one. Got 1 or 2 chessboards. You can have this. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It kind of remind me of you working for a warehouse assembly line or whatever, and the line leader, he all of a sudden He want to send people home because he mad. He don't want you to stay on the clock. Okay, everybody clock out. I'm the
Get
only
too
one
much
that's
that
gonna stay.
overtime when you get too much recognition. Like you
Yeah.
start getting like that, the nigga that's why the people that's in position to be the boss, that should be important on who the character of the nigga that's in position.
Mm-hmm.
Because that
I,
nigga motive and purpose ain't always right, man.
I mean, that's like what he did is normal. What other bosses do on the job. You see what I'm saying? Like I was telling niggas when I be going to work or whatever, and they be like, "Oh, this nigga he acting monkey." Or man, they coming with a new set of rules. Hey man, stack your money up and build your own business on the side. Let this business fund your own business. Don't just take this bread and go buy it on spend Jordans and designer or whatever. Fund your own business. Don't be no fool. Cause if he decide to say, look, hey, um, I'm sorry, y'all. We gonna have to go on and end this assignment. You ain't got nothing but some clothes and shoes. Then what? You back to square one. And that's the same way with these boys. When he went to acting monkey and all that, them boys already had their channels already on standby. Just in case if he get wrong on some monkey shit, all right, my nigga, cool. You can have this shit. Appreciate the whatever
And
you know the
mind you,
alley
them
oop.
two niggas, you ain't gonna play with them like that.
Yeah,
He's the
that's what I'm
type of niggas that
saying.
don't let niggas play with them. So you're not finna like Cuz said. What if this was my livelihood? Like I woke up every day knowing I gotta put these hours in to get this money. Then I wake up one day and this nigga done got rid of me.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm supposed to take care of my family now? Because this
Right.
nigga had that much control over my life, like my livelihood,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt that. That's the main reason why I ain't never been the type of nigga to chase after some shit or let a record label promise me shit or let a fake CEO nigga promise me some shit. Fake manager nigga, when you got
Yeah.
your own money and you invest in yourself, the only nigga you need to worry about making promises to is
It's
you.
you. It's you. That's special information. And I'm talking about speaking of the devil, I know several niggas that was working, that was buying Jordans every week, buying drip every week. And since they water got cut off, all they got is clothes to show. Like it's like hustling backwards, bro. It's like you gotta treat these jobs with the same mentality you had on the street. Like, bro, I gotta stay down just in case if I don't want to be here too long. I gotta have a back door for me to walk out of. I just ain't gonna be sitting here just grinding for nothing, modeling. The fuck I look
Yeah.
like modeling
And,
for,
and,
and we
and,
got
and
gold.
let's get it straight too.
Yeah, that like what what
This ain't
what
no
what
um
being dead fresh and dead broke. That shit don't go together at all.
no, it don't. It don't at
You know
all.
what I mean? So shout
And I
out to
don't
them.
feel like this they situation either because they've been at no jumper for a minute now. They got some money, and you can tell that they put their money in the right places because look at how successful they are outside of no
You,
jumper.
I mean, not even that, bro. Listen to the niggas' intellect. Even though just like us, we comfortable with the street attire that we wear, but we business minded. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You gotta pay attention to the jewels that's been dropped. You know what I mean? You gotta pay attention to the game that they lacing niggas chucks up on
yeah,
how
hell
to
yeah,
on how to improve on their business or whatever. Like every podcast give our game, and you know what I mean? That no jumper, that was a big foundation once the streets had done stepped in. Cause remember at one time you didn't see nobody from Hoover on no jumper.
at all. You ain't see
Yeah,
nobody from Hoover on no jumper outside of Schoolboy Q until T Rell came.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
No cap, nigga. T Rell
all
got on
other
there and said, "Man, fuck that, nigga. Hey, cub. Hey, Groove, come on, cub." Like, nigga, he was bringing niggas on the show, and that was a good thing for us to watch because prior to this shit, we was the only one.
Because it was making it seem like niggas was what they call it, closing the door. You closing the door when the grooves want to come on the show, but you'll let everybody else come on the show. That's how I was looking at one time. Until them boys came up there and changed the energy, and they didn't even change it on no negativity. Them boys came up there and started working, man. They started doing their shit.
Got right to it. And you can
Yeah,
still see the ethic afterwards. With these niggas being away from No Jumper now, these niggas still got lined up, sold out
they
live
still
podcast shows.
they
That's
still
big, nigga.
they still good content creators, man. Without No Jumper, you know what I mean. So you
Adam
know
22 can't tell us about the streets.
at all,
He can't tell us shit about urban communities for real. Besides
at
the fact
all.
that most of them is poverty
He
stricken.
probably
He
could. He
can't
probably
tell us
could.
nothing.
He
That
probably
nigga
could
can't
read it
tell us
off of.
shit about nothing but porn and stupid shit like that. That's all he could do for us. He can't do nothing special for us.
Man, that the only thing he can do is read it off a piece of paper. That's all he can do. You know what
You
I
know what I
mean? He
mean?
can't.
So them niggas was detrimental to the show because they brought the culture to the show. Nigga, the culture was missing. Only time the culture was on that
And
show when
another
he brought a
thing,
rapper on there, nigga.
and another thing, you got to tilt your hat to them boys. It didn't get messy, cause usually when it's a bunch of people, you know what I mean, come when it's a bunch of people and it's a misunderstanding and you got street dudes involved, usually somebody mess around and get squirreled or
Especially
papped
when you
out.
got a bunch of different gangs that don't get along
Yeah.
with each other working in the same bit. You see what I'm
So
saying?
that just lets you know niggas came up there with grown mindsets like, man, I'm here to handle business. You feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Niggas had goals to accomplish, and you know what I mean. They still doing their shit. I commend them, boy. I commend any black man that's trying to do whatever they can to dodge the penitentiary and go forward. I don't care where you from, nigga. If you trying to get up out of this shit, you ain't trying to be street like you trying to take your jersey off and put it on the hanger like, look, listen, man, I don't wore this shit about 30 years, man. It's time for me to move on to the next one. You know what I mean? You
For
can't
sure.
you can't be out here like some of these niggas out here, dog, 50, 60 years old, trying to be full-blooded street niggas at that age. If you is, you lost in the sauce, my nigga. You lost.
For sure.
Like you said, nigga, it's a digital world.
You
If
control
y'all
your
niggas
own
don't know what he mean, he's saying like,
we both got a bunch of homeboys. We ain't wasting our time every day trying to go wave rags around, throw up gang signs, and risk freedom. When we know we can come sit in front of this. Listen to me. This is just a little bit of food for thought, man. Because as an artist, on my journey, the whole time I always funded what I was doing from the street. So it wasn't a handout thing for me. It was me going in my pocket, making the right investments in certain things. Now, this very computer I'm sitting here podcasting on, I bought this computer some years back, but it's a very expensive computer. It's an iMac computer. I already had an expensive computer. It wasn't an iMac, but I'm not a computer dude like that at this point. I'm in a trap house. Nigga, we gambling. I'm knocking niggas down. Nigga comes up the stairs with the computer. I look at it. I see it got the Apple on it. I said, fuck that. I'm going to get that. It was free anyway because I'm sitting here whooping the whole house. Hook this motherfucker up, and then I realize I don't even know how to use it. Nigga, it took me a week to find the power button. But the more I start learning how to use it, and as time was turning, I started realizing like, damn, I could put my own music in the thing. I could do all these things that I usually needed somebody to do for me or pay somebody else to do. I started doing these things myself and using my smarts and using this computer to research and study certain things. And that's the best thing you can ever do because that's going to show you the way. And it's also giving you the momentum. It keeps the momentum up because as you learning along the way, you start progressing even more. Like to be able to, to, to be on a journey and to see everything that you thought about become something, it's going to keep you going.
That's
So
fact.
to me, I done made a lot of money in the street when I was a street, just a 24/7 street dude. But me buying this computer was the best
That was the
investment
best. That was
I'd
the
have
best
ever
asset.
spent some money on, man. I don't care from cars, the shoes, the expensive belts, nigga got all that shit. This computer opened up ever since I bought this computer, I got 2, 3 clothing lines now. I got a shoe line, my own shoes. We doing this podcast, which we got a whole bunch of other shit. Man, we got cuz this shit opened up the doors for me. It can do the same for anybody else if you willing to take that time. Everybody just
And
don't be willing to take that time.
niggas gotta think. Niggas gotta open up their brain and realize social media is here to stay. It is a digital world. People is making digital money sitting in front of their computers instead of going inside these jobs. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
I paid $250 for this computer. I done made over 20K off of it though. No cap. All legitimate money.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's made for.
In the time I did that over the computer, I probably would have bust a nigga outside or caught a case. So you tell me which route is smarter. And prior to the fact, nigga didn't have credit cards, nigga didn't have bank accounts, nigga didn't have business accounts, nigga didn't have none of that. Nigga was living like a 24/7 street nigga. Now nigga live like a 24/7 businessman because the nigga swiping cards, nigga calling them banks, niggas fucking with them credit unions, niggas doing business.
Niggas' head is in the computer, man.
Your
Niggas' head
phone
in the
too. Your
computer.
phone is the computer too.
Most definitely. This
Your
ain't nothing
phone
but
do
a. This
90%
just
of what your computer do.
it's just a small version of a MacBook. The
Only thing
same
it
thing.
don't do that the computer do, it ain't hot, it ain't heavy on hard storage like a desktop. Other than that, it do exactly what your computer do. So
That's
you really
it.
don't have no
And that's what exactly what the people in Apple told me when they found out I had my own business. They was like, "Oh, you got your own business. Oh, this the perfect phone for you." I'm saying to myself, like, man, y'all just trying to cap a nigga down to buy this computer. No, hell no, they wasn't
that,
lying.
bro.
It's definitely a good asset. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hell yeah. And
So
we done learned a lot on this journey, nigga. Like, and we've been in this shit for 2 years, and we've been, after
learning
this
and
year, be
learning.
3 whole years we've been in this shit. So we 2 years, 2 full years in, and did everything
All grind.
organic, nigga. Like, we got our subscribers off of going viral a couple times and shit like that. And we didn't understand YouTube then. So when we went viral, we took a break and shit. Like, oh shit, we monetized now.
Mm-hmm.
When really you supposed to keep going. Nigga keep applying
You
pressure,
gotta
nigga.
apply pressure.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The same way you put your hustle down in the streets, it's the same thing on these digital
Mm-hmm.
platforms, man. So we tap into
One
the digital world every day.
and speaking of that, man, we gotta go on and dig off in this sad situation with Rasheem Carter, man. Condolences to his family. Now they say a Mississippi man was found with
Justice
body
for him too.
parts. A Mississippi man was found with body parts dismembered after telling his mother he was being chased by a group of white supremacists while yelling racial slurs. Mississippi police said there was no foul play, even though his body was found dismembered. Now, how you feel about that, Curl?
My
Y'all,
first question, me being black, the first question I got for the whole situation is the cops that said this don't look like foul play. Them niggas was white, wasn't it? You see what I'm saying? Because how do you get your head cut off and it ain't no fucking foul play?
right?
That just lets you know wherever that man was at, that place was 150% racist.
Fact.
I wouldn't even doubt if it was damn near a sundown town.
Yeah, for sure. Because that definitely goes down in Mississippi.
And you don't even gotta be in the South. We got, at least in Ohio alone, we got 10 to 12 sundown towns.
They
And then
are.
when
You
you
right.
come
They
through
is up
here
there.
and you fuck up, niggas will give you 30 years, nigga, about some shit you shouldn't even went to jail. Like, nigga. So it's like, nigga, it's definitely foul play.
Like,
What the fuck
and
are we
what
talking about?
and what make it so? What make it even better? They said little buddy was there on a work assignment allegedly and got left by a co-worker and had to walk back to the hotel. In the process, a gang of white supremacists come bothering the man. Now, this what I'm thinking. Okay, it's damn near like when you watch, I forgot what movie it is, when everybody, some kin in the movie, that it's a horror movie, they they call the police and tell them that they being chased, but at the same time the police done told the gang like, oh, he just called my phone. You know what I mean? It's like it make it seem like everybody was on the same team, man, when they did this to Buddy.
I
Now
just feel
let
like
them
they're definitely on the same team, because if the police racist and some racists killed them, they're gonna try to protect the race.
facts. Now let that would have been a white guy that been dismembered. Y'all would have
For
told that
one, shit like that don't happen to white people when they go
it
through
don't.
black. Because if they minding their business and they ain't coming through acting like the police, ain't nobody fucking with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's when we go to other people's areas that we have the issue. You see what I'm saying? And in this case, it's messed up. And this hit a little bit different for me because I'm from the north. I'm from Ohio. So coming from Florida, me and my baby mama got pulled over. And in Alabama, in this old weird county. And we had to be literally, when they took me to jail, that's the only black people that's in jail, is the people that's in that jail, because it's really like a fair hold facility. So in the actual county, no black people. So all they found, they didn't even find the bags of weed that I had. They just found the blunt that I just had rolled up. You know me, I'm from up north, so I'm thinking they finna just throw this shit to the side of the road, step on it. I'm, a little ticket or whatever. I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
They take me to jail. So boom, they take me to jail. I do 35 days. They give me time served for this shit. So when they let me out, mind you, cause I'm in this country ass county, cause they let me out the jail. I come out. I look both ways. I don't see nothing but corn on one side of the street and trees on the. It's I'm all the way in the country for real. No
Mm-hmm.
black people. It's no black people that worked at the jail for one. And then when I walk out, I gotta try to find somewhere I can go to call and get somebody to come send me some
That's
money so I can get home. So I'm in this place. I'm in Alabama. I'm in Coleman County, Alabama. Coleman, Cullman County, Alabama, man. If anybody from Alabama know, it's not far from Huntsville, probably 45 minutes. But long story short, racist county. So I leave. They ain't like go that way. You the store, you will see a plaza after a while. Woo, none of this, right? So I'm just walking, cause I might have been walking for 3-4 hours, just down country street, country roads. There's nothing but corn and fields and shit, and big trucks just flying by me, and there's no sidewalk. I gotta jump over a ditch into the grass just to get out the way from the cars coming. I'm like literally walking down a backwood freeway type shit.
mm,
Nigga, I'm so nervous because I know I'm somewhere where I'm like the only black person here. So I got to the point where I looked up at the sky and prayed, like, you know what I'm saying? God just got me in the right direction because I was that lost. And I don't have, like, when I got arrested, I gave my phone, my money, ID, all that shit to my baby mama. And then when they took me to jail, I just told her to come back. You feel me? So I don't got nothing. I'm walking, I just decided to cut down this one side, countryside street I seen. Cut down it, it still looked the same, just corn and it's a house here and probably a mile down the street another house. It's like that. And while I'm walking, it's this white man coming out his crib, and he looked like he kind of like be fixing shit, but he got this clean ass motherfucking. Might have been like a F-350 that year. You see what I'm saying? Some clean shit. And I'm just walking, nigga. I got 2-3 chains on, bracelets on. I'm looking like everything that you
that
just don't
don't
see.
supposed to be
Yeah.
around.
So I just keep walking. I don't say nothing to him or nothing. And he's like, "Excuse me, you all right?" Just like that. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hell no, I ain't all right." I'm like, "I'm lost as fuck. I ain't even from here. I'm from Ohio. I just was in jail for some bullshit. I got pulled over, whatever. I'm trying to get back to the house. I need to find somewhere like a Walmart or something so I can get some money wired so I can get to the crib and shit." And he was like, "You going the wrong way." He like, "It's back that way." And I just been walking for hours coming from that way. So when I look back, nigga, it's 103 degrees. I look back, my head went down. And he just was like, "You want to ride?" But in my head, I'm like, damn, if I don't take this ride, I'm going to be walking. And then ain't no telling what the fuck could happen in the process of me still walking. And it's finna be getting dark in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I could take this ride this nigga offering me. I just gotta be on alert because I don't know if this nigga might try to take me to the KKK clubhouse. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm all timid in this motherfucking truck while he taking me to the place. And in my head, we in the country. So I'm like, is this nigga really finna take me to the store? Or am I finna have to, you know what I mean? Like fight for my life around this bitch. Because who the fuck I'ma run to? You know what I mean? Cuz really took me to the store though. You know what I'm saying? So hearing this story, I can't imagine what he was where
We're
he was
going
at,
through.
how he had to in the process of that walk, he probably already was thinking like, damn, man, I gotta walk through Hickfield, man, all the way. You know what I'm saying? This nigga to the left. You see what I'm saying? Like it's fucked up. And
It's
then this
messed up.
happened. You don't know nobody. Who can you call? Because whoever you gonna call, they don't live in this city, so it's no help up to you any goddamn way. So
And
the
this
only person
thing,
you can call is your family and say, "Look, somebody chasing me."
yeah, the
That's
head,
that right there is automatic foul play. If you got to call your family member and be like, "Listen, something ain't right. These niggas chasing me." You can't even tell your family. You can only tell them what city you in because you can't tell them where you directly at because you don't even fucking know you ain't from here.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can only imagine this shit that was going through his head because how that even played out and what is allegedly supposed to have went on, I felt like that could have happened to me while I was walking through the country trying to find. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's where the whole prayer come from. Like
So
God got me in the right direction because at this point I'm so lost
you
and
don't
I'm
know
in
what
the
you finna run
wrong.
into.
I'm in the wrong place to be lost though.
And this man end up with his whole head off his body, other body parts over here. Then they saying they believe it's some more remains somewhere else where they done found. Like, bro, y'all slaughtered that man. 25
That
year
whole motherfucking police department in
it,
that county need investigated.
he 25 years old, but in my eyes, man, the nigga look like a kid.
And when I'm about to pull up this clip real quick of Willie D, because I want to see.
How he break it down.
You see what I'm saying? Because from our opinion, we telling you automatically. It's no debate. It's no challenging the fact that this man being dismembered is foul play in itself. The phone call to his family for help is
All of that.
proof in itself that it's foul play, bro. So I'm pretty sure we not the only ones. We not the only ones saying this foul play.
"25-year-old Rasheem Carter called his mother and told her that some white men were trying to kill him. He said that
We ain't even 10 seconds in. First and foremost, too, shout out Willie D, big legend. Make sure y'all go tap in, subscribe to Willie D, because he really be popping some real reality talk. He talking with some sense. The type of shit that people really be needing to tune into on these YouTube platforms, because it do be a lot of nonsense out here, for one. But you just heard what he said. We ain't even 10 seconds in.
there were 3 trucks full of white men trying to kill him
Nigga said 3
on
trucks,
October 1st and October 2nd of 2022. He went to the Taylorsville Police Department to complain to them and tell them that he feared for his life. He asked them to give him a ride home on the 2nd, which they did not. By the time a friend got to the police station to pick Rasheem up, he was nowhere to be found. 1 month later, his decapitated remains were found, spread about. His head was decapitated.
Come on, man.
Other body parts decapitated. And guess what the dumbass police department said? They didn't suspect any foul play and that the case is still under investigation. So let me get this straight, Taylorsville dummies. Y'all found decapitated body parts and did not suspect foul play. Guess what they said, fam? Talking about the animals did it. Looked like animals got to. I'm sure the animals did get to him after those white men killed him. Why on God's green earth would someone who works in law enforcement jump to the conclusion that a person just happened to die or maybe get killed by animals or something when they came to you prior and told you that they feared for their life and somebody was trying to kill them? That automatically should bring the case under major suspicion, major scrutiny. And it was. Let's keep it a buck, fam. The only reason that they said that they suspected no foul play, I do believe, is either because They're trying to protect their friends or themselves, their co-workers. That's right, I said it. This ain't new, man.
Didn't we
That's
damn
what.
near just say something like that though, cuz?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's another that's it's a bunch of people that's gonna feel the same way. Like he said, prior to all of that, he went to the police like I feel threatened. They don't even help him. Like you said, it's like them niggas all dribbling the same ball, cuz.
Now, right. I'm willing to bet you when Buddy came to the police station, he probably already knew who the gang of white boys was, probably related, probably the son. Hey, Buddy, who y'all done chased,
If
he
they
just,
wasn't police, man, if the niggas they could have been off duty police on their
right.
racing card
You
and
right.
did this.
You right. Because that's
Don't
what the
forget,
Clan,
nigga, the
that,
police is a gang.
that's because how it is, the KKK is polishing their members to become law enforcement. You know what I mean? Even when I was in prison, my last bid and the bid before that, when I had to go do time in little redneck cities, soon as you look outside the door, you all of the white dudes that's out
You
there,
know
you
what
see
time
on they, you see the shit got 100% redneck, biggest day on their plate with the rubber flag.
you know what time it is.
You know what I mean? These the same dudes that come tearing up your bunk, instead of tearing up your locker box, looking for contraband for no reason after you done tighten up your bed and everything. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's the same system, man. I'm willing to bet you how all of them people had all of them 100% redneck uh, 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 license plates, whatever you want to call them, plates on their trucks and 4x4s. It's the same way inside the police office because at that prison, everybody was some kin. The unit manager, uh,
Like
uh,
family owned it type shit.
yeah, the assistant warden and all these. So when you write a grievance on these folks,
You really writing them on their family.
don't
So it
no
don't even
punishment
go through.
happen. Yeah, don't no punishment happen. You know what I mean? And this how I knew it was a family orientated prison because the people that they was writing grievances on, these same redneck folks was still going, getting in people's face, nose to nose, talking crazy, and it wasn't no action until people start getting their people to call Atlanta. Y'all need to get a turn affairs down here. You know what I mean? Because you trying to mail something off and they catch it, where you trying to mail that letter off to, it'll never make it. It won't make it.
Cuz, and I believe that because when I was in Alabama, like I said, I got caught with a blunt of weed. They got me in the Fed holding facility. I ain't supposed to be there, bruh. I'm supposed to be in one of these county jails somewhere.
Right.
I'm in a Fed holding facility. So when I write a letter to the crib, I'm using the phone all the time, but I wrote a letter to my BM and I'm like, get in touch with my lawyer. Let that nigga know, man, that they got me down here, man. I've been down here for a blunt of weed. I've been sitting in here for weeks. I ain't even went to court yet. I was in there 35 days before I went to court. The judge gives me time served that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anything could happen. What if I get into any altercations and get stabbed? Anything. I could have sued them because I'm not even supposed to be in the federal facility. Nigga, I got caught with a blunt of weed.
See
This ain't
the
you said
thing is, man, when it comes to
the
these
letter
redneck,
came because 3 weeks after I got home, the letter got to the crib.
you see what I'm saying? They were holding that mail.
They held it because they didn't let you seal your mail in where I was locked up in Alabama. You had to leave it open, and then they seal it. So they like read it going out and coming in.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Just like when they call you for mail call, they done already bust that mail open before it
Yeah,
done came to
oh,
you.
yeah.
They got your mail stapled up. They done already went in the letter. The letter I meant. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Rasheem Carter, man. I hope
Them, man.
I'm praying.
Condolences to the family because they really do need justice for this because this is not a black on black crime. Let's just get that
It's a hate
understood.
crime.
Sometimes it's hard to be being a street person. It's hard to be sympathetic about a lot of things because sometimes we know certain things happen because it was certain things that transpired prior to that situation that led to these situations. Sometimes somebody might have robbed somebody, owed a nigga, shot a nigga, killed a nigga, did something, set a nigga up, and it catches up with that person. So you can't a street nigga can't be real sympathetic all the time about what happened to that person when you know what he was doing. This ain't that though. This man was working a job. He was on an assignment, and he dies in a whole different place than where he even stays, where he even lives. And for some
Out his
odd
comfort
reason,
zone.
it's no foul play, but yet he they took him apart like a Lego block.
Whoever that sheriff is that came out there with that fugazi ass
That
statement.
whole county police department, whatever police department that is, they need a full federal investigation on them. Y'all asses to go out there and investigate anybody else. Go investigate that because that man is 17 pieces and they talking about and they don't see no foul play. Why? Because the people that did it was white.
They know it was white folks did it. They know it. A nigga, they would have been on it like white on rice, bro. They would have said, yeah, it was foul play. We asking for death penalty and some more shit. But
Wasn't
since
that
they know,
Georgia that the two
huh?
wasn't that Georgia the two white dudes jumped out the truck?
Mm-hmm.
Dude was jogging and tried to run away and they shot him dead.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just that situation.
Yeah, it's
I
like
bet you when they was in court, when they turned around like this and looked back, they had a whole support system in court with them. Like they didn't do nothing wrong.
see,
When it's on
see,
tape that they just jumped out and shot this
see,
man down.
see, this the thing, bro. Like my old lady, she be saying, when we get right, baby, I want us to live way off in the country. Bullshit. Bullshit.
It
I
depends what
rather
kind of country, because you got two different kind of countries. And I kind of learned that being in the South. Because you got white country and you got black country.
yeah, it gotta be
You see what I'm
black
saying?
country.
It got to be black country.
Because I know me and I like just like my city, it's racist. It's racist. You know what I mean? The white folks, you're not gonna see the white folks messing with the blacks.
It's really
You know what I
still
mean?
racist everywhere.
But the thing is, in certain areas, it's racist, but they still communicate. They still what's the word for it? They act accordingly. You see what I'm saying? They ain't the kind that they see a nigga in a mug, you know what I mean, or some shit like that in certain areas. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it like this situation that happened to lil' bro. It just got my mind all over the place because it's like, what do you do when you in a redneck town? I don't care if you four homies deep. If they three carloads
You
full
really
of
all the way outnumbered because the police automatically on their side.
yeah.
Put it like just tell it like it is. You see what I'm saying? You outnumbered. It's you versus that entire city because the police don't like you neither.
And
Not
and,
because
and
of your color, but because the profile they stereotyping you as, not just the
and the
stereotype.
thing
Color.
is, black brothers, if y'all don't see who the real op is, y'all stupid as fuck. Ain't no nigga decapitating nobody head, dismembering no other black man. We steady going to each other hood, going live and BDK this, GDK that, and y'all not paying attention to what's important. We killing each other, and you got these other people that don't like us. They just picking us off one by one when they get a chance, and got the laws working in their favor, and we don't never get no lick back on it.
Mhm. But we destined to get that lick back on our own though. It's
Like,
mandatory
like,
to
like,
get that
like,
lick back.
like, like certain things like that. When folks be in prison and they see something like that, niggas just go on and go up top on one of them old red niggas off the rip, just slap five of them just for the fuck
Because
of it.
for one, cause they said it was a month before they found his remains. Cuz, what you mean ain't no foul play? For one, he done told y'all he feel like his life threatened. Then all of a sudden, like the fucking wind come through every once in a while, he missing.
Some people, some of them folks, that whole staff need to be fired.
Fired.
All
Fired? Man, that whole
I
motherfucking
mean,
police,
no, they
that
supposed to. I
police
know what you're
department need to
saying.
go
They
to
need to
jail.
be booked.
That police department needs to go to jail.
All them badges need to be took. They don't need to work in the. They don't need to work in the inside, the street, nothing. They don't need to be
They
on the
only
law
need to work
enforcement.
because they need to go to jail. And that ain't even some shit that I say.
But
But them
eh,
niggas need to go to jail.
yeah,
It's
this
just
this a
simple as
whole
that. Them
this a whole
niggas
civilian, bro.
need to go to jail, bruh.
That boy is still a baby in our eyes.
The police
He
captain, the commissioner, the sergeant, the fuck boys in the police car, all them
bro,
niggas need
they
investigated
wrong,
and sent
man.
off.
That's wrong, bro. My heart hurt for that little for little
So
bro,
if it
man.
was a month, just imagine how many times the family of
My
Rasheem
nigga,
called the police department asking them for help and some type of information
my
on the
nigga.
whereabouts of their son. Man, I
That
promise you they called them people 1,000 times. Man, them
this
people need to go to jail.
this the thing. Little bro tried to go by the right way by coming to the police office and telling y'all, hey man, it's three cars of white dudes talking crazy to me, and I'm afraid for my life. And y'all gonna sit there and just look at that shit like it's like it's a laughing matter, or like that shit. My word don't exist to y'all. Like, man, hell no, man. I end up with my whole head off my shoulder. I want to say something so bad, but I know it's community guidelines, bro. But that shit got me hot, man. Condolences to that man again, bro. Justice for that man. Dead ass serious. They hey, motherfuckers need to be getting booked right now
I
as we
hope,
speak.
I hope hot dogs fall down the wives of every one of them niggas while they sleep and they choke on them.
For real,
That's me
man.
being nice, nigga.
Like, and my advice to our black people that's living in Mississippi. I know y'all probably been living there forever and a day, but that should make
Black
y'all want to
folks
get the
everywhere
hell from
because this
down
shit.
there.
Black folks everywhere because this shit everywhere. You can't move nowhere where you escaping this type of shit.
You right, but
You just can't.
when you living in a state that said there's no foul play for a black man getting slaughtered like that, that
Well, you
just
might as
make you,
well tell people to get out of Alabama too, then, because it's like that over there in certain parts. You
man.
know,
Look,
and shout out to
I
Alabama. You know what I'm saying? The whole Alabama ain't fucked up. I mean,
no.
like, far as a nigga not liking Alabama. No,
See,
it's just parts of Alabama that you got to stay the fuck away from.
and I'm seeing certain people like young cats in the comments like,
Uh,
bro, why he ain't have his blick on him? Like this situation, he coming from work, my nigga. The man
nigga,
is on feet.
for what? And besides even having this blick on him, how many niggas do you know that died with the blick on them? Nigga, cause it's been a lot. I know real killers that got killed. That don't make you exempt from getting your ass smoked.
Mm-hmm.
You can have 13 guns and still get shot 130 times.
I'm pretty sure all them white boys
Nigga.
guns was registered.
Like, come on, bro. These niggas just
I'm pretty sure that whoever these 3 lows or white dudes that was in the truck, if they did have sticks and poles inside of them, I'm willing to bet you all of them was legit. And if they wasn't legit, they still good because they in a redneck city.
even if they wasn't legit, cuz
Yeah, they still good.
that shit some racist shit. Somebody need to be investigating that shit. Period.
Yeah, man. Man, rest in peace to Rasheem Carter, man. I hope you get your justice, little bro.
Yeah.
For real, man. But this all we got for y'all right now on this time for that Coach for the Street, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the channel. Smash the like button, hit the notification bell so you can be updated on all our videos. And don't leave about the burglar bar until you
Till
been
you get
served.
served, man. It's 2023, man. Y'all understand. I've been saying this shit a lot because, nigga, one thing about us, we ain't gonna talk it and don't walk it, nigga. But hey, y'all might as well get ready to peel the curtains back, man, because we on our way up there, man.
Yeah,
Period.
man.
We on our way up there, man. Just remember we said that shit, nigga.
And we gone.
We out.
Used to be using the shoe by the stack on my money back in the day. Thought it was safer than bitch get to acting like she ain't gon' give me no neck. I'd rather go and count me some paper than razor blade saving that work when I got it. Mama was mad I was serving narcotic, but what was I supposed to be doing when I could see money and I ain't got nothing in my pocket? I'm working in private like everyday nigga. We be on the block, nigga serving them watch. Only be watching my pocket. I'm thinking about why that been winning my phone while I nodded. Dropping this dick on this little bitch that I had met. She had told me her nigga was locked up. I was gon' try to be sneaky and trap out the crib, but the way that my wife